A woman named Clara closed the door of her small apartment after another long week, slipped off her shoes, and felt the familiar quiet wrap around her like a soft, well-worn sweater. No plans. No messages she needed to answer right away. Just the gentle hum of the refrigerator and the distant sound of rain against the window. She made a cup of tea, settled into her favorite chair, and let out a slow, contented breath. In that ordinary moment, she felt something she rarely admitted to others, a deep, secret enjoyment of being alone. This is the quiet, very human story at the center of the psychology of why some people secretly enjoy loneliness. Let me tell you this the way a thoughtful friend might, sitting across from you on a calm evening, speaking without rush or judgment. Clara wasn't avoiding people or hiding from life. She had colleagues she liked, a few close friends, and a family she cared about. But after years of navigating busy schedules, group expectations, and the constant small talk that fills so many days, she had come to treasure her alone time in a way that felt almost private. In the quiet, her mind could finally slow down. She could read the books that moved her, listen to music that touched something deep, or simply sit with her thoughts without needing to explain them to anyone. Solitude wasn't empty for Clara. It felt full, restorative, and strangely joyful. This secret enjoyment of loneliness is far more common than most people realize. It often belongs to those with rich inner worlds, people who are thoughtful, sensitive, creative, or highly introspective. Their minds are good at keeping themselves company. While others feel restless when left alone, Clara and people like her feel a gentle sense of coming home. The psychology behind this is both simple and profound. Many who enjoy solitude are introverted or highly sensitive. Social situations bring in a lot of stimulation, tones of voice, emotional currents, expectations, and their nervous systems process it all deeply. After a while, it becomes tiring. Solitude gives the nervous system a chance to rest and reset. It is not a dislike of people. It is a necessary return to balance so they can show up more present and authentic when they do connect. Clara discovered another layer as she grew older. Solitude offered a kind of freedom she rarely found in groups. No need to adjust her pace, choose her words carefully, or worry about being misunderstood. She could think strange thoughts, laugh at her own jokes, or sit in complete silence without explanation. In a world that often rewards being outgoing and on all the time, alone time became her private space for being fully herself. This authenticity felt like a quiet form of self-respect. She wasn't running away from relationships. She was choosing to protect the relationship she had with herself. There is also a protective element that many people recognize. Some of Clara's enjoyment of loneliness came from past experiences. She had been in relationships and friendships where she felt she had to shrink herself to fit. After a few heartbreaks and disappointments, solitude started to feel safe. It gave her time to heal without pressure. The mind, wanting to protect her, learned that being alone could be peaceful and reliable. Over time, that protection evolved into genuine enjoyment. This is common for people with sensitive hearts or histories of feeling overwhelmed by others' needs. Loneliness becomes a sanctuary where they can recharge and reconnect with their own voice. The enjoyment is not without its quiet complexities. Clara sometimes noticed that too many days of solitude could tip into a heavier feeling. The same space that brought peace could, on certain evenings, feel a little too empty. This is the realistic balance many people navigate. The psychology of secretly enjoying loneliness is not about loving isolation forever. It is about honoring a deep need for restorative alone time while still making room for meaningful connection. The healthiest version is a gentle rhythm, protecting solitude as a source of strength while nurturing a small circle of relationships that feel safe and nourishing. Clara's story continued in small, ordinary ways. She didn't suddenly become extremely social. She kept her cherished evenings alone. But she also began reaching out more intentionally to a few people who truly understood her. A short walk with a friend who didn't need constant talking. A quiet coffee with someone who respected her need for space. These low-pressure connections added warmth without draining her. She learned to communicate her needs kindly. I love our time together, but I also need quiet evenings to feel like myself. The right people respected it. Her friendships actually grew deeper because she showed up more present when they were together. This balance brought her a richer life. The solitude she loved remained a source of joy and creativity. The connections she chose added color, support, and laughter. Both could exist side by side without one canceling out the other. She no longer felt she had to choose between being alone and being with people. She could have both in a way that felt true to who she was. If you recognize yourself in Clara's story, know this: there is nothing strange or wrong about secretly enjoying loneliness. It often points to a strong inner world, high sensitivity, a need for authenticity, and healthy self-protection. Your enjoyment of solitude is a valid way of being. It is not a flaw. It is part of how you are wired and how you have learned to care for yourself. The path forward is not about forcing yourself to become more outgoing or cutting everyone off completely. It is about creating a gentle, sustainable rhythm that honors your need for alone time while leaving space for real connection when it feels right. Start by noticing what solitude gives you: peace, clarity, creativity, rest. Protect that time without guilt. Then, when you feel ready, take one small step toward connection that matches your energy. A short message. A walk with someone who feels safe. A quiet gathering where depth matters more than noise. You deserve both the rich inner world you naturally have and the gentle warmth of being known by a few good people. The psychology of secretly enjoying loneliness is not the end of your story. It is an invitation to understand yourself more deeply and build a life that feels balanced, authentic, and truly yours. One peaceful evening, one honest conversation, one kind choice at a time, you can create a rhythm that nourishes both your solitude and your connections. You are not alone in loving the quiet. Many thoughtful, sensitive souls walk this path and find great fulfillment in it. Honor your natural rhythm. Protect your peace. And when the moment feels right, let a little light from the outside world in. The result is a life that feels full in the best possible way, quiet when you need it, connected when you want it, and always gently true to who you are.